when the dog meets a wild animal. Regardless of whether the opponent is a black blind or a snake, the dog will definitely stand up to fight. Today, I will take you to see the scene where the dog and the wild animal are fighting. A white dog is guarding a wolf. The wolf is biting his teeth and licking his mouth. The dog was scared by several crows, but the dog will not give up. The bear broke into the house. The dog really wants to fight him. The little yellow is a little excited. He successfully drove away this big bear. The bear should have a bear face. The three little yellows were scared. The dog rushed to the wild bull without knowing it. It was turned upside down by the wild bull. The dog met a wolf. I thought the wolf would start first, but I didn't expect him to run with his legs. The dog continues to run after facing the wolf. The dog is not willing to give up. The dog is facing the smelly bait. The dog can't stand the smell. After several attempts to attack, the dog didn't smell the smell, so he froze. Now the dog is cool. Look at his painful look. The dog must have a memory now. Never provoke smelly bait. This ostrich wants to get something to eat. The two dogs desperately block it. However, the ostrich is too tall and has a long neck. The dog wants to eat the dog's food. The dog wants to bite it, but it doesn't succeed. The dog won't give up and continues to stop the ostrich. The lion can't let it eat too much. A black bear came, and the dog rushed over immediately. The dog started to panic. The black bear tried to fight back. The dog was not scared until the black bear was driven away. The dog escorted the black bear away from his home. The white dog is enjoying the scenery. A fish is pushing it. Fortunately, the dog reacted quickly. The lion is eating the melon. The tiger was bitten by the white bear. No one would believe it, but that's the truth. The tiger started to panic. It's not a sick cat. The dog was pushed away and pushed up. The lion took the opportunity to fight back. The tiger went to the lion to settle the score. The lion didn't go to the dog, but he comforted the dog. What kind of divine friendship is this? The dog met a deer. The dog didn't look carefully and thought it was a deer. The dog kept provoking it, but the body shape was too different. The dog only saw the four pillars. A black bear is interested in the dog, but the dog doesn't want to provoke it. After all, the dog takes the monkey and takes care of other things, but the black bear is like a fart bug. The black bear can only keep hiding. The black bear seems to have found something. It turned out to be a little koala. The black bear likes this little guy very much. A mountain cat is approaching. The dog is trying to escape. The dog went back and confronted the mountain cat. The mountain cat was still approaching the owner. The dog tried to stop the dog from going forward. The mountain cat turned around and ran away. The dog chased the chicken. The donkey ran over to eat the melon. The dog was shocked. It's so funny. There was a stray dog at home. The dog didn't know what to do. He wanted to go up and say hello, but he failed. Don't make noise if you can do it. The black bear wanted to figure out what was in the water. The black bear thought it was a windmill and wanted to take it away. The black bear rushed over and chased the black bear away. The black bear was there and didn't want to take anything away. The dog met a deer and was curious about the deer. The dog turned around and ran away. The dog realized that it couldn't be seen by the owner. The dog walked over without panic and chased the deer away. The dog issips and train its 2 feet. The monkey around him didn't want to see the dog wasps again and tried to escape. They couldn't be seen in the dog because the dog was shocked. The dog turned around again. The dog went into the sky and asked himself if the cow was acting chess. The dog asked himself if the cow or the dog was acting. Are you training? Get ready for a performance. The dog provoked the ostrich. The dog is fine. Keep provoking the ostrich. The dog can only run now. 2 ostriches go together. It's 3 ostriches chasing after a dog. Dog, you're not letting 3 ostriches train with you again, are you? The bear who sneaked into the house was driven out of the house by the little dog. Why is the raccoon running? It turns out that the little dog is chasing him. Who gave you the courage to be brave? The dog. You can take it when you see it. This is a group of bulls. 1 foot can send you up to 7 days. The little black is going to challenge this big head. The little black has been waiting for the big head to turn around. The little black gave up on the ostrich and ran towards the bull. The ostrich was turned upside down by the bull. The ostrich definitely didn't give up. He was here to beat the bull. The bull began to compete. But the dog ran away and came back. The bull is here to play with the bull. It's a living treasure. A dog meets a wolf when they are fighting together. Who will win? It seems that the battle is fierce. In fact, they didn't fight hard. It's just a fight. They're a good friend. The dog is stopping the big star's entry. This time the dog is no longer fooled if you have the guts. Come down. The dog takes out a little dog face, so that the audience does not look down on you. The above is not a real meaning of the war. Most of them are dog hunting people. The dog is a little more funny, but the dog protects the owner. The sincerity of watching the yard is something that the audience can feel. Please call again to make the stray dog no longer wandering. This desperate cry is like a cold dagger deep into the heart. A poor little goat is calling for his mother. There is a flower on his side. The little goat hopes that his mother can come to save him, but the goat's mother can't do anything about it. Her strength is weak. No matter what, she can't beat the powerful carnivorous beast. The goat's mother is watching this scene from a distance. As a mother, she cares very much about the child, but it's very painful for the child to be unable to help with the sin he has suffered. The little goat on the ground has been scared to death and is like a sieve. He didn't think that he had just come to this world and became a flowery dish. Maybe this is the most real nature. The little goat is carved by the heartless mouth of the flower. In his eyes, he is protected by the sadness of the deep bottom and the sadness of the heart. The two tigers fought for the prey. They are indeed the kings of the forest. Even fighting is very domineering. This is the tiger and the Mijo tiger. I didn't expect them to get along so well. Maybe they grew up together, so the relationship is very good if you see them hunting alone. It's not so cute, because these two guys are very fierce when it comes to hunting. And they are very protective. Let's take a look at this tiger. And we'll see that he catches a prey, but suddenly a bigger tiger comes and wants to share food. The tiger was shocked in an instant. They are most likely to share prey with other tigers. So there was only one battle, but the tiger was too small. And it was not the tiger's opponent at all, and then he was going to take a break. But the tiger was more and more suffocated. And then he threw it over again, and it was hit back with a slap. The difference in strength is too big. And it's not his opponent at all. There is no way but to be cowardly. The tiger saw the big picture and decided not to bother with him anymore because he won the fight. So the prey is of course his. And then he dragged the prey into the woods. And the tiger was staring at the prey, and he couldn't do anything about it, because he was not his opponent at all. Only with strong strength can you have delicious prey. The two lion cubs caught the tiger, but they didn't expect the tiger to stand up and attack the lion. This is a lion cubs walking leisurely. He found a lion head in the front. When the tiger saw him, he couldn't get angry, and the lion cubs didn't dare to attack him at all because he knew that he couldn't get such a big prey on his own. But at this moment, the tiger suddenly rushed over, and the lion cubs ran away. Good guy, it's too early to hide. I knew it. But the tiger was very unlucky that he was caught by two lion cubs. It looks like it's basically impossible for the tiger to run away. But there is no absolute. The lion cubs can't just accept the disaster like that after all. Such a big body is not a joke. Of course, the strength will not be small. The lion cubs started to struggle. The two lion cubs almost couldn't hold him back, but at this time, there were two lion cubs. I thought they were rescuers, and I didn't expect them to be passing by to watch the fun. These two lion cubs also want to fight. If there is only one lion cubs, it is easy to deal with it. But these are two lion cubs, and the lion cubs can't deal with it at all, so they can't help with this. And the lion cubs who were caught at this time, it's clear that no one can really point at it. It's better to rely on others than to rely on others. The lion cubs started to struggle again, and the two lion cubs really couldn't hold it back. And then they had to run away in a hurry. The lion cubs finally turned around and stood up. He was very angry and went straight to the lion. I really didn't expect Hima to have a bad temper, too. It's dangerous. The leopard mother gave the little leopard a message. And the little leopard reacted immediately and ran away with his short legs. It turns out that the hunting dog broke into the old nest of the leopard after the little leopard came out of the cave. The death rate became very high before it was released. The lion cubs were the main reason for its death. And after the release, almost all of the little leopard's death rate was caused by the cubs, most of which were killed by the lion and the hunting dog. It is known that for the single mother leopard, The responsibility of the shoulder is how big. He doesn't have the help of other adult leopard. He can only rely on his own strength and the hunting dog to protect the life and safety of the little leopard. The leopard mother was watching the hunting dog with all her might to attract the attention of the hunting dog and was always ready to take action. It's really hard to raise the little leopard in the cruel nature. Even as the lion king of the prairie, the survival rate of their cubs is not very high. The leopard mother did not meet a dog this time. His pressure is huge, and he has to get these cubs out of his old nest as soon as possible, or his child's situation will be more and more dangerous. The little leopard is also very smart and knows how to hide himself with grass. He didn't leave the mother leopard very far away. If he was attacked by the cubs, and the mother leopard would have been late if he had gone over. The closer you are to your mother, the safer you are to yourself. The leopard mother bravely showed the extraordinary power of large cat animals in front of the hunting dog, which is enough to make the cubs who are afraid of hard hunting dogs forget their children. I always feel that the strength of the leopard has been seriously underestimated, especially the mother leopard of the cubs, which is the most difficult to survive, but can still live on the African prairie for so long. I have to say that the leopard is a great wild animal. The baby leopard is curiously looking at a leaf, and a leopard is rushing up at this time. The Rude pulled him into his own arms, and the mother leopard dared not stop him because they were the two most bottom-level leopards here. You might ask where his father is a scumbag. It's warm and cold when you're in love, and it's a big deal when you're pregnant. The mother leopard is only a few meters away from the child, but he didn't dare to come close. Otherwise, he would have been attacked by the leopard and his family members. The baby leopard called out in private. He hopes to go back to his mother's arms, but his mother is indifferent, just full of helplessness and sadness in her eyes. The leopard took the baby leopard to the road, and at this time a car passed by. In his eyes, the baby leopard is just a temporary toy. I don't feel like I'm having fun enough. The leopard starts to crawl towards the car, and the baby leopard is in his arms. In case it doesn't work, it might be a tragedy that the mother leopard will never see again. He followed up and looked at the leopards as they climbed higher and higher. He has brought the baby leopard to the top of the tower, and the mother leopard also followed him. But he finally decided to stop at a place not far away. He was afraid of the leopards, and was angry that they were 30 meters away from the ground. This is not a joke. The leopard seemed to be very happy to see the mother of the leopards nervous. He provoked her in front of him, and was humiliated. And humiliated for hundreds of times, but for the sake of the child's safety. This mother chose not to do anything. But she had been thinking about how to get her child back. At this moment, the figure of a leopard's was in his eyes. He seemed to have come up with a good idea. The mother of the leopards came to the leopard's side and helped him comb his hair. All the leopards are willing to be combed by the same kind of hair. This is also a way for them to communicate, as if we were sitting together and gossiping. In the end, the leopards could not stand the temptation. He was curious about who the two leopards were gossiping about, so he brought the baby leopards into the chat. And when the chat was quiet, the mother of the leopards did not do anything to hold the child in her arms, and then pretended to be at home. With the baby leopards all over the body, eat fish, but do not catch fish of birds. They are white foxes, do not catch fish. How to eat fish? There are some points that he is a bird on the surface, but he is a robber on the ground. The white foxes in the group fly into the sky at this height. It is impossible to see if there are fish in the water. Could it be that this group of goods are full of nothing to do here? They were actually looking for a target. And soon a group of leopards appeared in the field. The leopards are old birds at this time. They are working hard to find fish groups that are easy to catch, and drove the fish group to the surface of the water. And suddenly a white fox flew straight to them. Then there is a large group of leopards surrounded by this group of goods. The white fox will not directly participate in the capture of the results of the labor of robbing the leopards. To put it bluntly, you go to work, eat, drink. I come to face my own 3 times the white fox. The leopards have no resistance to the hard-earned living expenses. It will soon be cleaned up by a large number of white foxes. The white fox will not be ashamed of the hard-working spy, but will laugh at the leopards for being brainless and destined to never eat for dishes. The face of the robber's mouth is a mess, and a lot of leopards are busy all day. I can't even solve the temperature and sell the white fox. I've been eating a lot of fat. And some of the leopards are unwilling to resist, but their arms can't hold their legs. If you don't let go of the white fox, there's a lot of them. The leopards can't stand this group of robbers anymore, and they start to run away, but where can they go? The white fox will follow them, and even if they don't follow them, they will meet other white foxes, and they can't control the speed. There's no place to control the speed, and you can't even make the sound of the speed. I know I've been bleeding all the time, but I can only stand it. This is the original hideout. He can't believe what he saw, and there are two flowering robbers right in front of him. One of them has already begun to move his mouth, and at this moment, he just wants to shout out, "You shut up and let me do it." But he knows that the grave is someone else's territory. There are hundreds of original graves in this cemetery, and each of them can be divided into several graves. As for the 7 graves, it's up to whoever steals them. The offerings in front of the grave are their main source of food. But the guy in front of them is so lucky that no one has been looking at their graves for a long time. The sight of a lot of fresh flowers was stuck in his mouth, and it felt worse than being hungry, so he secretly touched it. Be careful not to get too close and eat the flowers. A look of what you want to do. Little Kang told him in real action that he was not interested in a middle-aged plant. I just liked his flowers so I didn't accidentally get hit by a bunch of fat. Even though he was hit, the seduction of the flowers was too powerful that he could only start the plan to secretly bury the grave. After many years of fighting, he knew that the size of the noise was exactly the same as the height of the body, so I'm sure he won't be found before he's caught. And he'll try to eat his face big enough. In this way, it is not possible to be seen by his partner that his face has been pierced. The dessert after the meal is the spicy oil in the bamboo bottle. But the bamboo bottle is a little high. Now you can eat a bad one. His face can be loaded with food that weighs 1/4 of his own weight, so they are not a meal. The main thing is that the package takes away more. Little Kang felt that his mouth was melting, and it should be fine to take another bite, so he put it in the bottle again. And his face was too big and stuck. The fragrance of the food is very attractive. The strong fragrance has long been lost with the heat around. He grabbed the noses of the 3 oil pigs with one invisible hand and made them kneel down 3 times, but they didn't know that there was a female lion behind them who was secretly pushing them in. The 3 oil pigs showed their backs to the female lion. It is no doubt that the female lion showed his weakest side. Cat and animal capture prey is basically used to relying on sneak attacks to find the right opportunity to give prey a fatal blow. The oil pig's teeth are very dangerous, and they show upward and outward turns on the grassland. Some native people even use the teeth of the oil pig as a knife. It is possible to know how sharp the teeth of the oil pig are. In the usual case, the female lion is not hunting the oil pig when it is a short distance attack, because the speed of the oil pig is very fast. And it is not under the lion, and also the female lion can only sneak attack. The female lion is greedy for food because it has not eaten for a long time. The female lion looked at the 3 oil pigs in the distance with his neck long and unnoticed. It seems to be thinking about which one to start with. In fact, many times the opportunity can only be once the female lion thinks the time has come. He just sticks his body to the ground and moves forward slowly with his eyes locked on the oil pig he wants to kill. The color of the female lion's body and the surroundings are almost integrated into one body, which makes him never expose himself. The 3 oil pigs have never noticed him. But what surprised him was that the reaction speed of the 3 oil pigs was really fast. He didn't even run a few steps, and the oil pig quickly reacted and ran away with his legs flying fast. The mother's hard work was in vain. Colorful dragon head fish eat seaweed that is called a gaping aw. This is the head with a big bag of bald dragon head fish. Don't look at them silly. It's also very aggressive to fight for the territory. But their way of fighting is very special. It's just a test attack on the mouth. It's probably the way of fighting the bald dragon head fish. It's a little too gentle. But they also have a very cute side. This dragon head fish is very friendly to humans. He's waiting for humans to smash it open for him to eat. He can't stand the way the dragon head fish looks like he can't wait. Then the little brother fed the smashed food directly to him. This picture is so lovely. Let's take a look at these colorful dragon head fish. They are definitely a cruel character. They usually like to eat seaweed, and they eat seaweed like a melon seed. That's a gaping aw. It's a pity that the seaweed is so sharp that it doesn't do any defense to the dragon head fish. You can only let them take you. Then the dragon head fish took a bite of the seaweed, and it was so delicious that it made me a little sick. It's a pity that we don't have that mouth. Although the dragon head fish likes to eat seaweed, if they encounter a big seaweed, they can only stutter, and they have nowhere to put their mouths. So they can only see that they can't eat it. The dragon headfish's mouth is still not big enough, and they can only eat some seaweed.